I'm here with Judy Blume, an author who has sold more than 85 million books worldwide, touching the lives of girls and women around the globe. Hi, Judy.
Hi.
So, this book, In the Unlikely Event, draws on events that happened in your real life. You were a teenager in New Jersey when there were 3 major fatal plane crashes in your town.
In 58 days.
In 58 days.
58 days, yeah.
Just like our protagonist, Miri.
Mm-hmm.
So how much of Judy is in Miri?
Everyone wants to know that. Everyone wants me to say, yes, I'm Miri. But the truth is, I'm not.
Okay.
Miri is fictional. And while the events happened and life went on around these events, I wasn't personally involved in them the way Miri is.
Okay, but did they resonate with you and stay with you?
Well, I never forgot, but the interesting thing is I've been a writer for 40-something years, and I have a story like this to tell somewhere inside me. How come I never did?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Okay.
Every time someone asks me, I want to lay down on the sofa and say, tell me, help me find out why I never thought to write this story. It's amazing to me.
So do you think that we've gotten better at talking about things like menstruation and sex and eating disorders as a society?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. And I mean, information is so easily attainable now. When I was a kid, where did we go for information? I mean, there was no place to go. To the encyclopedia. I mean, ask an adult a question, you knew you weren't going to get an answer. So we didn't. And then came my generation of children, that is the children that my generation had, and it was a little bit better, not much, although I vowed to be open with my kids.
Do you think that it's harder to be a teenager today with social media and the internet and all of that than it was in the 50s when this book was set, or in the 70s when you wrote Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret?
Yeah, the 70s was a great decade. I still look back to the 70s and say, wow, that was such a great decade. It was a great time for people writing children's books, for the children reading them. It was a more open time. There wasn't the fear. Then came in the 80s and the 90s, all this fear about what are our children reading. Oh, we better be scared about what they're reading. I mean, my parents were never afraid of what I was reading. My mother was afraid of everything, but never of what I was reading.
That's really interesting.
Reading was a good thing. Today, being a kid, everybody asks me that. I don't know. I don't know the answer. I think all the social media can be tough. And everybody's texting, they're sitting right next to their friends and they're texting. We spend hours and hours and hours on the phone with our friends every night. Maybe that's the same thing.
And your books for young adults, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, and Forever, for example, they have a lot of advice and guidance within them, it seems, to a reader. Was that deliberate?
No, not to a writer. No, I'm surprised. I don't think of it that way at all. And Margaret was, there was no category of young adult when I wrote those books. Forever today would surely be published young adult. Margaret would probably be published middle grade, because that's what I was writing, really. There was no name for it. I hate labels. Why do we have to name them, But
yeah, so you didn't think, I'm going to help these girls?
No.
Yes, you were there to entertain and to...
Yes. I mean, I was there to... Well, I was entertaining myself, really, in the beginning, because I had no idea what I was doing. And Margaret was very early on. I just said, I'm going to write something that is true to what I knew as a girl going on 12. True to my own experience, maybe not to everyone, but to me, and just to be honest about it. And so I was.
And this book is crammed full of secrets, big and small secrets. And do you think as a society we are more or less secretive now? I'd say less, but I don't know.
I hope less. I think less between parents and children. Less, although, you know, everybody's got secrets. But yeah, this book is full of secrets. I hated secrets when I was a kid. I despised secrets. I'm so excited about this book. I feel that it's the book that I was meant to write.